Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu calls upon media to remain close to truth and away from sensational reporting. Addressing Regional Editors' Conference in Chennai, Naidu says media is the conduit between the government and the people to help in achieving development agenda. Curfew lifted from all areas of Kashmir, tight security in place to deal with protest march of separatists in Srinagar today. Preparations underway for arrival of all party delegation in Kashmir on Sunday. After various scandals of irregularities and corruption, sex scandal involving AAP Cabinet Minister for Women and Child Welfare, Sandeep Kumar, comes to light. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal sacks the minister after receiving an objectionable sex CD against him. BJP to hold demonstration against Kejriwal today. However, Sandeep Kumar denies that it was him in the tapes which he claims are doctored and demanded a thorough investigation into the entire episode. Heavy rains cripple normal life in Delhi NCR. Traffic jam at almost all stretches across the national capital poses difficulties for commuters on a working day. Delhi High Court pulls up Delhi government for water logging on major roads, directs the government to take effective measures. Justice Dhingra Commission submits report to Haryana government on land deals, including those involving Robert Vadra's companies. Commission confirms irregularities in the deal. State government to decide on further action. Talking tough on Pakistan-sponsored terrorism, US Secretary of State John Kerry has said that Pakistan needs to push harder against indigenous groups engaged in terrorist activities from its soil. Kerry and Prime Minister Modi discussed strategic partnership between the two countries. Petrol prices have been hiked by 3.38 rupees per litre and diesel by 2.67 rupees per litre, reversing a 2-month declining trend. Petrol will now cost 63.47 rupees per litre in Delhi, while a litre of diesel will cost 52.94 rupees. The Union Cabinet has approved the scheme for grant of permanent residency status to foreign investors subject to the relevant conditions in the FDI policy notified by the government from time to time. The scheme is expected to encourage foreign investment in India and facilitate Make in India program. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved short-term and long-term initiatives to address the issues ailing the construction sector. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said the new norms will help in quicker resolution of disputes to kick-start stalled projects and make access to easier financing. The 2-day BRICS Convention on Tourism begins at World Heritage Site Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh from today. Delegations from the BRICS countries, India, Brazil, Russia, China and South Africa will participate in it. Goa becomes the 15th state to ratify the Goods and Services Tax Constitution Amendment Bill, paving the way for the legislation to be notified by President to the GST Council. Goa Chief Minister termed the GST bill as historical, revolutionary and far-sighted. President of Egypt Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is arriving on a 3-day visit to India today. He will be accompanied by a high-level delegation comprising of ministers, officials and business leaders. Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff was removed from office through Senate impeachment trial. Rousseff was accused of financial irregularities and budget manipulations. Michael Temer was sworn in as the new president of Brazil. In US Open, Indian players made a good start. The pair of Sania Mirza and Barbora Strekova entered the second round of the tournament. Rohan Bopanna also stormed into the second round with Denmark's Frederik Nielsen in men's doubles. Off-spinner R. Ashwin dropped a rung to third but remained the highest-placed Indian bowler, while Ajinkya Rahane remained static at 8th in the batsman list of the latest ICC Test rankings.